I mean, look, when he gulped one time, it was kind of like his whole throat got tight. The whole thing is almost like a Saturday Night Live sketch. You got AP over there. He's like, shoot, guy asked me a question, I'm gonna answer. I love that. Some miscommunication. You know, Chase is trying to say, hey, my bike, and KTM is like, what? This is a better question to ask Chase. Have you considered that it's you and not the bike? Oh, that would, we've moved this piece to the front, moved this piece to the back. You need us to do what? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Trackside. It's your boy Cinema J here, and I'm trying something different. Just some quick rapid fire videos for you guys. I'm on lunch break. I got a regular job, guys. But before we get started, I want to give a big shout out to my #1 sponsor, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, who is the Savior of the world. He is the way, the truth, and the life. So also, thank you for 10,000 subs. See if I can make this quick. Yo, let's check out AP's reaction to this Johnny Hopper comment. Everybody's talking about this. And I'll give you my thoughts at the very end. Stick around. Get like me, drink Sota Fuel. Sota Fuel just did something really, really great. They just dropped a variety pack. So if you ain't never had them before, and you kind of want a little bit of everything, if you kind of want a little bit of everything, then they got that variety pack, and I got the discount code, which is Trackside. So check out Sota Fuel. Y'all, it's hot outside. You need some electrolytes, man. I ain't even playing. I ain't making this up. You need some electrolytes. They got good ingredients in here. Take a look. Go to the website if you got questions, man. And I think we're gonna do a giveaway. We're gonna try to give away a box of this for free to somebody. If y'all just want to try it, I'm still holding this. This feel like money, but it's money for your body. You know what I'm saying? It's electrolytes, man. What are you doing? Stop drinking just water and put some fuel in your body, man. Shout out Gypsy Tales. This gypsy juice, it's kind of hitting. I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of hitting.
Tomac may be going to KTM. Is it going to be, do you guys get along? Are you happy to potentially have him as a teammate? Hypothetically speaking, of course.
Yeah, dude. You kidding me? Frick. I think, well, if that happens, I will have been teammates with Chase, Coop, Ryan Dungey, Tony Caroli, and now Eli and Marvin. Like, if that's not a solid lineup for teammates in a career, I don't know what is. So yeah, I'm stoked if that happens. I think we can, learn a little bit. I can definitely learn from that guy, and yeah, man, I think it would be really cool.
Did y'all see the look on Eli Tomac's face? Oh my goodness, that's probably the funniest thing ever. For me as a fan, I actually enjoy stuff like that. Now I'm speaking as a fan. All right, I commented on this video and on Johnny Hopper's YouTube page talking about, I guess he's catching some flack from the Moto Media. But man, Moto Media, we gotta stick together, man. Why are we beefing? Why is it beef? But that's the thing with this Moto community. I feel like this Moto community, as long as it's been around, like it's still in kind of an infant stage, I guess you want to say, because it seems to be kind of behind the times on one side, but it's like it wants to catch up, but like doesn't want to catch up. There's some fans who want it to grow, then there's some fans who want it to stay the same. So drop down in the comments, let me know what you guys think. I think questions now, it was cringy. It made me cringe because I was like, oh, I don't know much, but I know they are like, whoa. But to the point I made in his comments, Jace from Gypsy Tales asked a pretty controversial question in the opening round to Jet. Just right out of the gate with the question. And people praised Jace for it. So is it his notoriety? Are there people sucking up to Gypsy Tales, or what is that? I was here for that too. I was like, oh man, yeah, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? So these guys are human beings, and these are real life questions, and I don't really see a reason why we can't ask them. However, I can understand why some people don't want you to ask them. So there's kind of a few things at play here, and then I was like, I don't know what I would ask if I were at the press conference. A lot of you guys keep saying, oh, Cinema, want you there at the race so you could talk to these guys. We need you in the press conference. Saying what? what would I be up there saying? What do you want me to say? I could bring that energy in there, you know. I think Jace Gypsy tells me in there was cool because it's different and it's not the same guy asking like, all right, tell us about bike setup, you know, the basic same old questions. But I don't know. Maybe things will just start flying out. Maybe I'll ask things like Hopper, you know. Maybe I'll ask things like, hey, you know, why come you can't beat Jet? Tomac, can you give us a, you know, what's going on in your head? Maybe that's a question I could ask. For me, I want to ask Jet some of the things that I analyze. Like, hey, I noticed this. Can you tell me if there's some truth to that? I noticed you're pacing off a second place. Is that your strategy? Like, that's some of the things I would ask, you know? And then as far as personal stuff, off the track stuff, I don't know. I don't know how far we're going to go into that because there's a reason for a press conference, and that is to cover the race. So I don't know, man. Well, you know, you can always ask that stuff off the track, you know, kind of behind the scenes moto media style. But I would just get out there, just let them rip, just let the questions fly. Also, we'll probably have like a, you know, a channel member give me like questions, and I only use, you know, so if you want to join, consider joining. We got the link down there. But whenever I get to races, it's like, you know, what's some questions that a channel member is asking. So I think I see other guys doing stuff like that, trying to get the channel members involved, which is great, man, because you guys are really special helping us out like that in this moto media world, especially me. I'm just reaching 10K subs. I'm catching up. But I don't know. What's your take on the whole Johnny Hopper question thing? Let me know in the comments. I think just covering it, my opinion, I thought it was pretty funny. The whole thing is almost like a Saturday Night Live sketch. It's crazy. You know, you got AP over there. He's just being him. You know, he's like, shoot, guy asked me a question, I'm gonna answer it. I love that. Tomac, he's over there. I mean, look, when he gulped one time, it was kind of like, he's like standing there and just like, his whole throat got tight, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to swallow some spit, you know? So I don't know, man. This is really wild. Tomac is definitely the guy where it's like, you're just not going to hear anything from him. And that's Tomac, you know? That's why I was saying, why do people like Tomac? I think more so it's like Tomac doesn't give you a reason to not like him. But clearly, they have things under wraps. I call KTM Mr. Corporate. The whole team in itself is Mr. Corporate, and Roger Decoster is probably over there like, who is this Johnny Hopper guy? I need to meet up with him. The look on Roger Decoster's face, man, it looks like this guy's angry all the time. Also, speaking of that, did you guys see that interview?
Like with Chase, you know, Chase he has amazing speed and all that, but he can feel things that nobody else feels on the bike. And sometimes we can understand it and sometimes we can't, you know.
We got Roger on a podcast, and he said it. He's like, sometimes, you know, he had a long-winded way of explaining this, but he said, you know, these riders, especially Chase, they can feel things and know things because they're riding at a pace that a lot of guys aren't. So they feel things a lot of guys can't feel, and sometimes they explain it and sometimes we struggle with understanding them. So is this what's going on? I know since Chase been getting there, you know, or since he got there, that made no sense. Since he got there, you know, they've been having kind of, you know, some miscommunication. You know, Chase is trying to say, hey, my bike, and KTM is like, what? What's wrong with it? You know, we built this thing up with the finest parts. We've switched out parts. We've given you parts no one else has. We've manufactured parts. We've moved this piece to the front, moved this piece to the back. You need us to do what? The bike is not working right? Okay, this is what Roger's talking about. We don't understand. We built it up. We built it down. We've started over. He's still not happy. I don't know what to say about that. You know, what is going to happen? You know, Chase had bike problems on Honda. Chase has bike problems on KTM. Is Chase going to have bike problems on Kawasaki? Maybe somebody should ask Chase. That should be a first question as soon as Chase gets back. Johnny Hopper, if you go to the race and Chase back, you just go ahead. Hey, so hypothetically, hit him with that, because you did do that. You did say, you know, kind of like, hey, what if? You did propose a what if. But Chase, Sexton, what if, you know, if you go to Kawasaki with the things that Prado, you know, have you considered, no, this is a better question to ask Chase. Have you considered that it's you and not the bike? Oh, that would, wow. I bet he would probably laugh at that. He was like, really? You gonna really ask me that? Yes. Why are you losing? And you're fast enough? It's the question. What can you do better? What are you going to work on next week? These are good questions, you know? So maybe I do need to get to a press conference. I'm kind of hyped right now about all this. But what do you guys think about all this, man? Drop down in the comments your thoughts. I love seeing that, man. I like that this channel is really just open for the community to, you know, I like giving you guys a space because you moto heads know it all. You know, not trying to patronize anybody or anything or gaslight anybody. No, dead serious. You guys know it all, you know, and know a lot, you know. I might get 30 comments from like, yeah, no, they're just talking about me, and then I was like, no, this guy here, that made a lot of sense. So, hey, man, just keep throwing the comments down there, man. Thank you for watching this video. I got my lunch break almost over, but let me see if I could turn out another video. If I get to it, it's gonna be right over here after this. So thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. How are you not subscribed after watching this? This is good stuff right here. So thank you in advance, man. I'll catch you guys in the next video.
Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it